Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my corner of the internet. My name is Jason, and today we are back with some more Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall. Last time, we continued our, we'll say, a little journey through, Woodbourne Hall, and today I'm going to be doing more of that. We're going to go ahead and try to find Mr. Lord Woodbourne. We're going to try to find him and then go ahead and, exact justice. It's just, it's what we've already talked about. We know what's going on here. I think I'm going to check out where this elevator leads. Let me see. Now, I did get reminded of something by a viewer. I don't remember. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot your name. But if you click on something, you can actually make it sort of blink as, we'll say, invisible, or you can kind of make it disappear. Or if you right-click, you can make it disappear altogether. So that's kind of cool. So that way there, hey, if I want to look through the ground, I can be like, oh, that's where this leads. So thank you so much. I believe, I'm not even going to credit it because I don't know who it was and I don't want to miscredit it. Be like, Bob's like, hey, yeah, I gave Jason that tip, but the jerk, he didn't give me credit for it. He gave some other guy some credit for it. So, but you know who you are. Yes, and I am thankful for that. Oh, hey, Wraith. Okay, this is different. This is not where I expected to come out. Why is there this small room? I was like, okay, cool. This will lead me to somewhere else I can explore. No, it's just a place. And that goes up, and yep, I'm in a hole. Awesome. Okay, cool. I guess I need to get out of this hole. So, if you're still here after the last episode, I apologize about the book. I'm going to be reading the latter half of that book just because I started it. But like I said, I might pre-screen my books from now on. That way, we're not going through these extremely long, we'll say, novels, these huge things anymore. Someone had suggested a little while back that I separate out the books into their own separate episodes, and I'm considering doing something more like that, rather than having them sort of incorporated into the normal thing. But I'm not sure how much I'll do that. I'm trying to figure out a way to get down right now. I think I'll need to just go down into that large room. So yeah, that's something that I might do, is I might go ahead and just make the books something that's sort of taken out and put into their own separate episodes, so that they're not, we'll say, mucking up or clogging up the regular Daggerfall thing. I did like keeping them in the regular episodes, just sort of keeping them at the end, because I did like the idea of how connected they were, because I feel like if we're just reading books, then, if I do want to comment on anything in the books, then, if somebody hasn't read, or say, read the book themselves, or seen the episode where I read the book, when I start talking about it later, some people are going to be lost. But then again, some people might not care, because I'm probably going to be mentioning stuff anyways, so... sure, okay, maybe we'll do that. So after today's reading, I'm going to probably go ahead and just split books off into their own episode, which I kind of don't like, because I've already read so many books in here, so I feel like I'm breaking a standard, but, you know what, whatever, we'll do it. Or maybe I'll just, I'll hold off on the, actually, no, that doesn't work either. I was going to say, hold off on reading the books in their own separate episode until I get to, say, Morrowind, and then I can just start from there, and that way there it's nice and fresh. But then I remembered that there are some books that are only present, they're only exclusive to particular games. So there are actually books in Daggerfall that are not in Morrowind, and there's books in Morrowind that aren't in Daggerfall and in Oblivion. Basically, each game has their own exclusive books that can't be found in the other games. So if I go that approach, then if I decide to just hold off until I get to, like, Morrowind to start doing that, then we're gonna miss out on some of the books from, oh crap, I looked at the map while I was on the elevator. Then we'll probably go ahead and miss out on some things. Crud. Okay, I want to go back up. And I want to get off to the left by the looks of things. So, where's the lever? There's the lever. Throw the lever! And I'm going to go ahead and get off on this floor here. Yep, and there's an enemy, as I suspected. Oh, no. Oh, there's two of them. Cool. And I am almost dead. That's cool. I don't mind being almost dead. I'm kind of used to being there now. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and try and heal, if, you know, my spells don't suck. Come on, spells. Jason, you're choosing the weak spell. I know I'm choosing the weak spell. Because that way there I get more casts in. Oh, there's actually some more people in there. Wow, I got some Matto Mages. They're really hitting me with these spells. I should probably use some spell resist, but nah, I'm too stubborn for that. I was like, no, I'll take your fireball straight to the face. I don't even know why I'm looting people anymore at this point. Just making sure that there's nothing like super rare on them. And then maybe, you know, if they've got a low enough amount of gold, I can maybe sneak a little bit into my inventory, be like, maybe I can fit that in there. What is that? No. Dragon scales, gold, lots of gold. Darn it! Man, this is like a treasure trove, and I'm missing out on all of it. Jason, you could drop stuff. Yes, I could. But I don't want to. Why? Why? Because I'm stubborn. Yes, exactly. Alright, I don't think there's really anything here but a bunch of gold. Oh, these are actually worth grabbing. These here, these holy daggers, 2,500 gold. I'm going to remove my arrows and... Oh, come on. Removing the arrows wasn't enough. What else can I drop? Alright, I drank a potion of water walkings, and now I'm able to pick up that. 2,500 gold is the kind of thing that, I don't leave lying around. Whoa. I'm carrying too much to lift this. What is it? That must mean that this is a unique item of some sort. Because it's not laid out on the ground like the other items. Well, I guess we're drinking some more potions. Let's see, what do I want to drink? I got a lot of curiosity. I got a lot of stamina. I don't really need a stamina potion right now, but let's drink it anyways. Okay, what's in my inventory? What did I just pick up? Was it this thing? Parchment. What's on the parchment? Page 7, from childhood. I knew that Gothrid would not refuse his aid, but I must bide my time to ask. After all, Elisana is still heiress of Wayrest, and I am her betrothed. So it should be that when Edwyr dies, which he is bound to do, sooner rather than later, I will be king. If it weren't for that bitch queen and her brats, I would and could be patient. Never trust a dark elf, the old saying goes, for you cannot read the truth in their eyes. We cannot read the truth in their eyes. If Baron Zio has her way, Helseth will be heir and Elisana will be married off to some far-off kingdom. Morgaia is already promised to the heir of Firsthold. But they keep her around to spread the poison against Elisana, and especially me. Baron Zio doesn't trust me. This I can tell. I will deal with her just as I did with Lysandus. The fool should have agreed to support me. Gortwog and his orcs almost saved him. I'll deal with those subhumans once I sit upon the throne of Wayrest. First, it is important to solidify my power base. I can almost certainly rely on Gothrid to support my bid for the throne. If Helseth is made heir, I have a spy network equaling Edwyr, Gothrid, Akorith, I, or the Emperor. Perhaps the Necromancers and the Underking's networks are more extensive, but I doubt it. The problem is raw physical power. I do not have a standing army. I need the gold to raise, and then it ends there. Is this the evidence I need if I wanted to go ahead and humiliate him? Because he basically confesses to killing Lysandus on this parchment, right? Let me take a look at my log here. Death or humiliation of his murderer, Lord Woodbourne would lay his soul. I found a most damning couple of pages in Woodbourne Hall. I'm sure Lord Woodbourne would be quite livid if they were to fall into the wrong hands. Okay, I think we can actually get out of here. Because if we got this, we could go the humiliation route, and I'm not even sure if he's in this dungeon. Because if he's not in this dungeon, then there's really no point in continuing. But if he is in this dungeon, we could just go ahead and do things the simple way. Give me 1 second. I'm curious to see. I just need to know if he's in the dungeon. If he's in the dungeon, I think we're gonna go ahead and go do that route. Then again, the other one sounds more interesting. Alright, so it does appear that Lord Woodbourne is in this dungeon. However, I was thinking a little bit about it. I'm like, you know, I think it would be more interesting. And ultimately, you know, if he's still gonna be, if we're still gonna be getting justice, because the guy's probably still gonna be paying for his crimes. You know, if Alexis doesn't have that on her conscience, it probably works better. So I'm thinking about, there is an out here. I found the diary. Basically, I think last time I was kind of just sort of, you know, working myself up saying, you know, if I have to kill him, I will kill him. But it looks as though, you know, I won't actually need to kill him. So as a result, we'll, we're gonna, I think we'll go ahead and give the, oh crap. We're gonna go ahead and give actually, who do we give that to? Let me think about this for a second. I just need to get enough magic so I can teleport back to the entrance. Oh, come on! Oh, it's a rat? Is it a rat? It's a freaking rat. A rat woke me up. Okay, rat, come on. Yes, thank you, rat, for dying. There's just gonna be a pile of bodies sitting there at the front, at the entrance to this room. Okay, we're good. We're healed. Let's go ahead and cast Troplet and get the heck out of here. Didn't I set an anchor when I first got in here? Okay, so evidently, I didn't set an anchor when I first got in here. I could have sworn I did, but I guess the game is calling me a liar and saying I didn't. So, I will be back when I have made my way out of this dungeon. Yay. Alright, so we went ahead and used the levitation trick to sort of fly back to the entrance because I didn't have the patience to go through the whole thing. I could have sworn I set the anchor. I'll have to go ahead and check my other videos to see if that's actually true. Do I wish to access my wagon? You know what? Yes, just for a second, because I do want to go ahead and throw a few things in there because of how over-encumbered I am. It's too late for me to grab any loot, but while I'm remembering, let's... actually, you know what? I don't even need this anymore at all. What is this anyways? This is a cloth amulet. I could have gotten rid of that a while back. What else here do I not want to keep on me? Let's go ahead and, as far as magical things, I guess we're gonna keep that. These greaves though, we don't need to be carrying that. And this Daedric Daikatana, you know, let's throw that in there as well. We can go ahead and deal with that later. So let's go ahead and leave Woodbourne Hall. Yes! Alright, so now we need to decide who we're gonna bring the note to. Let me go ahead and read that note again. Just really quick, I want to see who's mentioned in this note. Like, I think Baranzaya was mentioned, wasn't she? Isn't she, I've already forgotten, isn't she the queen or something? Yeah, I'll deal with her just as I did with Lysander. Now, because I'm thinking about this, if this was a conspiracy, does that mean that there's maybe some people that would be on Woodbourne's side? I would most likely want to give this letter to whoever I would feel would actually be on Lysander's side. And he points out that Baranzaya doesn't trust him. So to me, I'm like, maybe I should bring this to Baranzaya because we've already got proof here that she doesn't trust him. And he's willing to do something against her. So at the very least, even if she was in on it, there's some dirt that he would have turned against her, so she's going to want to retaliate against that. That's my logic. That's my thinking. Because the game doesn't really come out and tell you. It just kind of says, you know, wrong hand. So I'm guessing it's up to, I don't know. It's Daggerfall. Maybe you just have to kind of figure it out on your own who you need to bring it to. So let's go ahead and travel. Let's go ahead. We're going to go to, I think it's in Daggerfall, right? Find Daggerfall. I think she's the queen. I could be completely wrong. I could very well be completely wrong. We're gonna go ahead and do so cautiously by ship and try stop at inns. Oh, it's so nice to not have to worry about the whole werewolf thing anymore. Put my sword away. So let's go ahead to the castle and see if we can't find... I'm pretty sure Baranzaya is the queen, right? I think she's the queen. It's been so long since I've actually talked to anyone here, and I think that's maybe a bit of a part of the problem with, because I've noticed that when I'm let's playing games, and I hate getting meta. I hate talking about stuff like that. I like to keep the focus on the games, but you know, I was recording. For instance, I was recording where I don't even remember where I am anymore. Which entrance did I come through? Okay, I came through the east entrance, so I need to head a little bit northwest. You know, I was playing Dark Souls. For my channel, and you know, when I was off, you know, off camera, I was going through the game relatively easily. Like I wasn't dying hardly at all. But then you get, you're sitting in front of a camera, you're recording, you're playing different because you have to play differently for when you're playing for an audience, right? And you know, your concentration is also split, so you're not going to be performing your best when you're commentating, which I guess is part of the reason why there's such an appeal to watching people screw up in games and rage out during games, especially Dark Souls. People love watching other people fail, and it happens. It's so prevalent because even if you're trying your hardest, if you are commentating, you are distracted and you're not going to be doing as well as if you were focusing on the game. And like I said, there's different ways of you play a different way because you want to make progress. You want people to be entertained. It's magically held lock. Hey, you all are free to petition His Highness at this time. Do not stray from the audience chamber, lest ye have royal blessing to do so. Always speak politely to the king and queen, and above all, cast no spells while within these walls. Do ye agree to these terms? Yes. Okay, thanks, guy. So yeah, anyways, that's part of the thing here. Normally when I'm playing the game, I play so very boringly. Like, I just sort of walk around, I wander, I'll talk to random people, and that is how I play. But that doesn't make for very entertaining watching. So, are you the queen? Please tell me you're the queen. I'm guessing you were? You were completely correct to bring this to me. Otherwise, it might have gotten out where it could do Lord Woodbourne damage. Guards, kill this dark elf. I don't think this is Baron Zaya. Maybe I should have... What? 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 So she just ordered her guards to kill me, and now she's asking me to do a quest. Yeah, screw you, lady. Really? Who are you? I gotta know who you are. That way there I can... Queen Obki. Oh, okay. Let's load the game. I really should have looked at who it was before I actually gave it to her. So is Baron Zaya the Queen of Wayrest, or... I'm pretty sure it would be Wayrest, right? Or Sentinel? Wayrest sounds more likely. Okay, I'm sorry, people. I'm sure it's in my log somewhere. Or maybe it's not. There's also the minor matter of a letter that he sent to the Queen of Daggerfall. Yeah, that's something different, I think. Okay, there's nothing in here. So, it's either Sentinel or Wayrest. Give me a second. Alright, well, I've checked Daggerfall and I've checked Sentinel. The last one on my list was actually the one closest to the whole tomb, which actually would have made sense. I should have just stopped at Wayrest to begin with. But that's where I'm on my way to now. I really hope that's where it is. But yeah, before we get there, I wanted to go ahead and continue with what I was saying. Like, I do make the joke about having no memory, but the truth is, when I'm playing things casually on my own, things are a lot more able to, we'll say stored in memory. And I'm not referring to my computer, I'm referring to my own memory, because I'm actually just taking the time to really ingest, sort of, well, maybe not ingest, I'm not like eating the game, I'm like, but I am taking my time to really digest information and go over things and explore and look at every little nook and cranny. But with a game that I know especially is as large as Daggerfall, there is that pressure to keep going. And, go ahead and try it yourself. Next time you play a game, just try talking, a steady stream of the first thing that comes to mind. And don't stop. Try to be meaningful with what you're saying and try to think at the same time. And you will find that, we'll say, it's a little bit more difficult than you might think to concentrate on what you're doing. There's Queen Baron's Eye. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and save before I talk to her. Hopefully you won't be the evil, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna be evil. Let's see. This is atrocious. After all the affection we showered on that fool Woodbourne, we nearly married that villainous swine to Elisena, nearly handed the throne of Wayrest to a cad of the First Order. Good, Alexis. It was the right thing to do to bring this to our attention. Rest assured that Lord Woodbourne will be arrested and executed for his treason. Oh yeah! His name barred from the books of honor, his acquaintances interrogated, his fortune confiscated. As a gift, please allow me to give you 10,153 gold pieces as your share of his property confiscations. Nice. That's a very strange number, but sure, thanks.
King DeSantis is at last able to rest. The rage and ghosts of his loyal soldiers vanish as his soul passes to the underworld, leaving the city of Daggerfall to the living.
I didn't understand half of what he said. I'm gonna have to go back and re-listen to that, rewatch that. But cool! I think we got Lysander's soul to rest, and I guess he took his undead minions with him? I'm gonna say this is iffy because something happened here. Okay, let's take a look at the thing. Lysander's ghost appeared to me and told me that only the death or humiliation of his murder. Okay, so it's still here in my quest log though. But has he had justice? Has he had vengeance? Wow, she actually talks to me now. Cool, I can talk to Wonder Woman. I know it's not exactly, but yeah, that's what it reminded me of. So we've got, will these people talk to me now? Princess Morgana. What's my reputation in this land here? I'm a common citizen. Oh, yeah, I was hoping for like a major reputation boost or something for, you know, helping you guys out, but all right, cool. So I put his soul to rest, is that it? Okay, sure. All right, so we've put King Lysander's soul to rest. I don't know exactly what that means. I guess we'll have to find out. I'm gonna do a little bit of research to make sure there wasn't a bug there. I just want to see what's supposed to happen. I'm gonna try not to read too far ahead, but just enough to go ahead and, you know, make sure nothing broke. But cool, we've completed basically our main quest. That was one of our main objectives here in Daggerfall. We had 2 of them actually, if I remember correctly. What was the other one? There was the letter, right? And then there was the King Lysander's spirit. So we never did find the. Did we ever find the deal with the letter? Maybe that'll be for next time. We'll see. Anyways, if you like the video, you like the content, and you would like to see more of it, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, leave it a thumbs down. If you wanted to hear me read a book, too bad, I decided against it. I'm sorry. And until next time, I'd like to ask you all to game on.